Hey everybody, welcome. Not like everybody's here. Hey nobody, welcome. No sir, welcome. Rewatch, whatever. You know what I mean. I sound a little congested. I guess I'm a little sick, but um, yeah, um, so weird. Remember last night I was live playing music and I was smoking a little bit of weed and shit, and that was like the last of my weed, but the person I get my weed from died today or last night. One of them, anyway. And that's so fucked up. Hi, Tanger. Like, you just, you never know. You never know when it might be your last day on Earth or the last time you're going to see somebody. You know what I mean? Like, thank you, Tanger. Yeah, like I had my friend call me, and I'm like, "That's weird for this person to be calling me in the middle of the day." You know what I mean? They know I've called, and he was like, "Yo, your boy died, your friend died." Hi, Nat Nat. And I still was like, I wasn't even sure. Do they even really know each other? I don't know. He was like, no, it's your friend, your friend. And I'm like, not. But I tried calling him twice. And hi, Tomcat. And it was ringing then, but no answer. But he would always normally answer at that time anyway. It was, afternoon, 1 p.m. And then now it just goes right to voicemail. Yeah, it's disconnected. It doesn't go to voicemail. It's just disconnected. So, yeah. He's like 35 or something, I think. So, once again, definitely. Maybe maybe you should always, always treat everybody like it's the last time you're gonna see them. Say that love you before you hang up. Maybe even if you really don't even mean it, but maybe eventually you will. And I don't know. Maybe it's something nice to hear. I don't know. That time cat. Nat, Tanja. Um, I noticed that there is channels that they want to inspire positivity and goodness, and that's all well and good. Good. You know what the best way to do? The best way to do it is by not putting down the uh others, like in groups. Like I'll hear people will put down others in groups such as like women, men, Karens, or feminists, and anti-feminists, or Republicans, Democrats. You know what I mean? Like, so that there's always some broad group to blame, which then, hi Gina, thank you, I appreciate that. Um, there's always some broad group to blame, so then nobody needs to be held individually accountable or even get to feel individually responsible and individually powerful enough to change something, you know? You can have the same beliefs that maybe would fall into a category, but Alphabet. My God. Tanner coming out of your mouth. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Junkies. Why did somebody call me an alphabet belcher? It's messed up. Over the next, what, month, I think it is? It's a month away, is the country's, wait a minute, let me take a look again. So sorry. Let me see. Midterm elections and stuff. Midterm elections. Now, it's okay. These midterm elections. No, it's yeah, but not everybody wants the easy way out. But a lot of these people that do want to blanket and blame groups, okay? Right? If you want to fight your way out and be an independent voice, right? They call you a victim mentality. Oh, you're a whiny Karen over there. You want to be heard? Or, you know what I'm saying? If it's not in their agenda, then the groups who are using such terms as that Tanger put, like, or well, they don't use those, but derogatory ones. Do you know what I'm saying? Karens and these women. They've been blaming a lot on women. I hear it all the time. All the time. All the time. And there's a lot of misogynistic men out there. And we're going to spend the next month getting to know what's important about being Diane, our individual. And we'll go through, if people want to know what in their state. Now, I can understand. Hi, Elliot. We can go through what each state, like, if I know it's hard on here, I get it, but states are big, you know what I mean? And this isn't the type of place that if we could go do each state if you want. Well, not just strong women, men too. Not necessarily. Not necessarily, Elliot. Not necessarily. But chosen one community, your plug passed. My plug. My plug. Everybody's worth their weight, Elliot. Everybody is. Yeah, everybody is. Think about it. If you had what is that? Gas? Like farting? Chosen one community? What does that mean? I don't understand what that means. My plug passed? What term? I'm so confused. No, my dealer who I would get it from died. Okay. Help. Help me. What's the office that never, once you're in it, it's for life? the Supreme Court. Is that it? I never been one to agree with if somebody has a felony that you can't vote. I think that's shitty. I really do. I think that's so shitty. Last night we were jamming some music. Did you hear it, Chosen One Community? Hello, freaking Oracle. Those Supreme Court justices. So now, well, let's start with Michigan. All right. So in these midterm elections, well, you have to go back and listen because I was jamming. I was jamming. I think Gina was there for a little while at the party. The party. What I want to do is I don't want to not be grateful for the opportunity for all of us to be able to where at other times in history when trying to get the message out about what people are voting for. And disclaimer, this is not for or any group or I'd gov up for re-election. I'd you gov up for re-election. I missed that one. But typos, a few typos there. I think the internet could be used as a great resource for doing research together as to as to what's it all about, right? I mean, in my opinion, I think. So so let's learn about it. Let's see what's at the at stake here. Like, you know what I mean? While we still have our voices and can use them freely, let's do that. Let's make certain that we utilize this platform of ours to learn for the betterment of mankind. And we can, in an informed way, know how important we are as individuals. They blame things on groups in blanket statements, but we are important as individuals. We were, Gina. Yeah, we were. So let's learn, let's find out how important we are and what our, you know, how we matter here. So if you guys don't mind, somebody's texting me. I want to look at that. I know. All right. These are 5 reasons of why. Now, I don't know about you guys, but usually it's around November when these midterm elections, they're voting, you know what I mean? When they are, across the country. I understand that for some people who don't live in this country, how this might not be that interesting to you, but it's very important to us. And across the country, midterm elections are coming up. And instead of us all just living life by like we've been doing, I need you to know that they want to change a lot of things that we may not agree with. So I think it's important that while we have the opportunity to figure this out, that we take it. If anybody, is that okay? What do you guys think? You think that's important? I think it is. I don't know. What icon? If this is stuff that doesn't interest you, at least listen, because you might hear something that strikes home with you. So that's why just give me a little bit of your time. A little bit of your time, okay? These elections, okay? These are midterm. These aren't presidential. These are like our House of Representatives and stuff, you know? And we're not on any kind of side, or we're not saying vote this way or vote that way. Just uh just so we can know what, we're going to research together. We're just doing some research together. Because I don't know. We're researching together. I don't even know. But I found myself questioning, thinking about, wow, isn't it like coming up, like voting? You know what I mean? Thank you, just me again. Thank you. So these particular midterm election, these coming up, this is textbook case for understanding how midterm voting can directly influence. These are 5 reasons why these elections are so important. In June, the Supreme Court overturned constitutionally protected abortion rights. Both parties have already proposed new federal abortion legislation if they control Congress in the coming year. Now, let's escape. Okay. Democrats, now that's one of those blanket general terms. That's as a group, party, your representatives, your Democrat representatives promise to codify into federal law abortion rights. All right. So I don't have to get out this article. I need a research assistant. Can I have a research assistant? Someone who will look up, like, I want to know the definition of codify. 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 How about you, I'm about? Since you don't live in this country, can you look stuff up for me? Codify. Democrats promised to codify into federal law abortion rights that were protected by the Supreme Court's Roe versus Wade decision. Okay, arranged into a systematic code. You know, the Rover, they're going, Republicans had proposed, okay, thank you, Tanger. Republicans have proposed to, all right, so what are they saying? I mean, let me get this straight. I'm confused. Are they saying like, unless there's got to be some kind of loopholes are written into these things, like saying, okay, we'll give you this and that, this, that is so strange. Anyway, so individual states have representatives, so it's your body, your choice. Who wins control at the federal and state levels will also impact what other policies are focused on, and that's the thing. They'll have, yeah, I see that. Yeah, just you again, right. But and taking away rights like that, like, but they don't want to give vasectomies to men, you know what I mean? It's not like they're really pro-life. They're just anti-woman having any rights, in my opinion. In my opinion. Mm. See, very tough topic, right? But yeah, I want a vasectomy. You should get circumcised first. Uh, it says if Republicans prevail, expect immigration, religious rights, and addressing violent crime. Well, so you just quoted you just reading the same thing I'm reading, WBS? You're a funny one. You know, that's insane. 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 It's like for 2 years, the midterm elections will have an impact well beyond policy circles. However, For 2 years, congressional oversight has been under Democratic control, limiting the amount of scrutiny the White House has faced. Democrats want to limit the amount of scrutiny. In my opinion, allegedly. Oh, okay. And it says, and making the January 6th riot the primary focus of its investigation. Okay, good. Oh my God. This is why I shouldn't do these things. Well, you're a Republican, WBS. I know. It says no, but you had the next line right there, word for word. You quoted the line from the all that will change if Republicans take control of one chamber of Congress or both. Already, House Republicans are promising hearings on Joe Biden's son's Hunter's business ties to China, as well as detailed investigations into the Biden administration's immigration policies, the U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan, and the orange. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my. And if Republicans also take control of the U.S. Senate, expect the process for confirming Biden picks to the federal courts and executive agencies to grind to a standstill. Oh my God. Who fucking who does those things? Oh, we don't get our way. We're shutting everything down. No, sorry. Isn't it awful? Some people care about their country and then others don't. But those are the ones that are going around like with oh, we're patriotic, you know, using all their like brawn for people who don't even pay taxes half the time because they're so rich and they have offshore accounts. All right, in my opinion. Uh, mm, 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 mm. My God. You see, in a way, the Alex Jones thing wasn't wasn't okay because it set the precedence to take away the freedom of speech. See what I'm saying? They, in my opinion, they used. That's funny. That's cute. I like what you just said. Just like, um, they used such a tragic event to take away freedom of speech. That's the precedent there now. Yeah, I don't know anything about that, but I'm gonna need that comment taken away, WBS. If you could. If I have a mod here, just remove the comment. Yeah. Let me know when it's done, please. Yeah, in my opinion. So they're gonna make it like a crime to be. Yeah, right. Do I sound like I'm joking? Just being able to question things, being able to question anything. I mean, it was more criminal than civil what happened. Thank you, WBS. You're right. You're right. It would fall into that. It would fall into it that well, yeah, but there's proof that okay, wait a minute. I'm not sure I'm understanding. Like people question your cancer, that would fall into that then, wouldn't it? Right? Yep. They were I mean, that's such a bigger thing, the Sandy thing, the Sandy Hook. You don't have to do capitalization and stuff like that. We're not arguing. Uh, Let me think about what you said right there. Like people to report responsibly. Was he a reporter? Now I'm looking at him right now. As it's a history. Well, they used to be held to a high standard. You would hope. It elects the right wing radio host in such a decade. I mean, I just find that there's a lot of well, they're calling him conspiracy theorists. They're not calling him like a right wing and conspiracy theorist. They're not calling him a radio host. So that confuses me. I've never seen like the media report a story of one of their fellow broadcasters and be like conspiracy theorists, right wing, conspiracy laden, info wars. It's like every word is already, it's not like, to me, yeah, I'm talking about the way that they're describing him. I feel like, I don't know, remember years ago when, um, I don't know, we're broken in so many ways, I'm even going on to a whole different topic of what this has originally started out for, you know. Yeah, but the government started the whole term conspiracy theory. Uh, yeah, isn't that horrible? Because look at this. Uh, and those are the same thing. Wait a minute. So what does he mean? The money doesn't go to those people. It goes to fight this fraud and goes to stabilize the company. What does that mean? He recounted hearing that people were desecrating his son's grave by urinating on it and threatening to dig it up. Wow, that's very similar to the things that I mean, you're right to question people, but I get what you're saying. I guess if you've got enough money, people behind, like I don't even know. But what I'm saying is, uh, sounds like very similar to the things that people on this platform get told. Why you don't need to like keep capitalizing things and stuff like that. I know. I just feel like it was criminal what was happening to the families afterwards, and those people should have been prosecuted. The people should have been tracked down. Not he shouldn't have been held responsible. The individuals that were saying they were going to urinate and threaten to dig it up should have been tracked down through IP. What do you mean that's not true? You're lying. What are you talking? Get the fuck out of here. You know what? I'll just time you out. Think about what you're saying. You're probably one of them. You're probably one of them. God, man. That's probably why you got so fucking bitter just then. Probably stuck a nerve. You were probably one of the trolls that was right into him saying urinating on it and threatening to dig it up. Because that sounds a lot like the trolls around here. And that's what I meant by criminal. They should have stopped that. Facebook shouldn't have given that a platform. Social media shouldn't have given that a platform. They allowed it to happen. He didn't just stand at the top of a building with a bullhorn yelling shit out. Social media, social media gave him that platform. Social media gave those bullies that platform. I even heard out of the mouth of one of our very local semi-community members today, a vicious one, mention Lenny Posner again. I thought that was weird myself. You've been over there at Lenny Posner. You've been following Lenny Posner again. That's weird. The freedom to question things is what I meant. Freedom to question things. Yeah. You been over there at Lenny Posner's again? What the heck? That urinating on a grave and threatening to dig it up sounds just like when they want to take a crap on my grave and wipe their ass with the floral arrangements. I did say that, but it's not really that we lost freedom of speech. It's that somebody questioned something, and I really don't even know. All I know is, look, see, it goes to fight this fraud. It goes to stabilize this company. What company? I don't even get it. I don't know anything about that. Yeah, exactly. I know. Thank you. Mhm. Oh, it says to pay the family. I don't even know. That story's all messed up. All right. Now, this is really disturbing to me right here. This is the BBC News, so it's a reputable news source. U.S. Special Correspondent, Caddy K. What a weird name to call yourself. Uh, is this for real right here? Oh my, I can't even. Oh my God, I can't. Oh my God, is this for real? Oh my God, this is October 5th. Oh my God. Oh my God. The upcoming midterm elections for US Congress. This is why this is so important. Okay? This is why this is important. Oh my God. Oh, this makes me nauseous. I don't even know if I'll be able to do these. I feel nauseous. Oh my God. I feel sick. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Oh, this is a reputable news source. This is that I'm reading from. Uh, it says the upcoming midterm elections for U.S. Congress, the first nationwide vote since Trump supporters stormed the U.S. Capitol nearly 2 years ago, has many Americans on edge. Karen and Steve don't want to take up arms, but if Republicans lose in November, this Arizona couple says a civil war is coming, and yes, they will fight. They have discussed it between them, and they feel that taking up arms is their best options. Oh my God, that's not a democracy. Oh my God. Hi, untamed child. Hi. That's not a democracy. It was at this point that our conversation grew a little dark and my faith in the strength of American democracy grew a little shaky. I met them at their Trump paraphernalia store in Arizona. It was one of the first stops on a month-long road trip that I took around America this summer, a journey to understand why the upcoming elections feel so consequential and even more a little ominous. Oh my God, so in a month, it's the end of the world as we know it. It's got to be for the good, though. Thank you, untamed child. Did anybody know about this? Did you guys know that that's what they were? That's what they're talking about. All right, you want me to look at something else and see? Let's see if there's different reviews on it. Hmm. See, I don't like this particular search engine. Oh my God. Senate candidates, Herschel Walker, Mehmet Oz. All right, how about, do you think Rolling Stone is? Yeah, you're right about that, Tander. I know. We need to spend the next month learning and educating ourselves about how important these things are. Um, do you think the Rolling Stone is like right? Rolling Stone, Yahoo News, Rolling Stone, right? I know. They should need to get rid of that electoral college thing too. So, okay. It says weeks before. Yeah, I know. They did get a bunch of, yeah. Says weeks before President Biden's inauguration, Trump's legal team went to Georgia in a last-ditch effort to find election fraud. Disclaimer, I do not own any of this writing that I'm saying. I'm just reading what's on public information. Um, in a last-ditch effort to find election fraud, led by Sidney Powell, the team copied data from voting machines in Coffee County. The effort represented a new front in the MAGA assault on elections, with Trump's team colluding with friendly local election officials to pull sensitive data out of election equipment. That search has landed his team in court with groups charging Powell and company potentially compromising sensitive data in a failed partisan effort to overturn the 2020 election. The illegal data breach in Coffee County is now being investigated by a district attorney looking into Republican attempts to overturn the election here. The Washington Post and CNN, among others, have reported extensively on the developments in Coffee County. Okay, see, that's messed up. Says it wasn't the only place where they tried to do it. Wow. Wow. Oh my God. How is this? How is this happening in this country where we live? I was just looking through ones that I thought are more reputable than, like, little ones. Right now, this one is CNN. This one I'm looking at is CNN. That's pretty reputable. I don't care what side they lean. I just want to look at all sources. We're learning. This is researching. We're not falling under that. We're individuals. We're individuals. We're learning to find, you know, out things in our, we need to find, yeah. Wow, this is unbelievable. So, oh my God, I can't even. I can't even. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at this first of all. All right. Let's go with Georgia first. Okay. All right. So can we've got all right. So the first one we know is that one, and then the other one is, of course, they don't highlight his name. So I'm gonna guess that what is CNN like more Republican? Just guessing. Okay. All right. All right. Can somebody look up who's running against Herschel Walker in um yeah, but you after that many years, like he had been doing what he'd been doing since 1933 and getting that all going and ready and stuff, and people were just, ignoring it instead of doing what they should have done, which is learn. We're gonna like the night of Kristallnacht, they were actually playing War of the Worlds. Wait a minute, I can't see what you're saying. Okay. All right. Well, can somebody tell me who's running again? Uh, they're running against Herschel Walker in Georgia. Remember the football? See, now people are gonna vote for him because he's football, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm sorry if I offended Love and Light earlier there. I didn't mean to, but you were a little aggressive. I mean, you were. I don't know. I need a name. I need a name. The Democrat one. Yeah, that is as Raffia, something like that, right? I need to know how it's spelled. I want to look it up. Me too, Untamed Child. Me too. And I just want to be in the know. Yeah, there's a lot of women's issues at stake in these midterms. Yeah, we can't let this go. Hi, chosen one community. We can't let this go. We cannot let this go. I guess there's someone for Illinois. Um, let's see. Um, you got to learn about your. Okay, so Michigan. Okay, let's do Michigan. Let's do Michigan's. Can chosen one can. So okay, all right. So that's who's in there now. Raphael Warnock is an abusive guy to. Yeah. How? But what news source? WBS. What news source? Okay, so Lauren Underwood is Illinois. That's somebody you guys should keep in your minds there, unless that's an old one. I don't know. Um, Raphael Warnock. Okay. Both black men. Yeah, both black men. 1969, around my age. Looks like a nice guy. Reverend. American pastor and politician serving as United States Senator from Georgia since 2021. Not been there long, huh? Wow, what do they only serve 2 years? They only serve 2 years? Thank you, Untamed Child. I appreciate that. Do they only serve? I need a. Where'd Tanger go? Did she leave? I need. What about you, chosen one community? I need a research assistant. WBS seems like a good one. Anybody? I need research assistants. Cause I'm just wondering, like, do they only get to be in office for 2 years? All right, I will right now. Wait, no, no, because that will. Let me read about him first, and then I'll look at it. Yeah, I want to know his beliefs before I look at the body cam. Hi, Linda. Yay, yay, awesome. Only 2 years, huh? Wow, that's ridiculous. How is anybody supposed to be? I mean, that's crazy. Just 2 years. Says, No candidate received a majority of the vote on election day. So Warnock, what does that mean? No candidate. No candidate received a majority of the vote on election day. What does that mean? How does no candidate receive? Oh, that doesn't make sense. What does that mean? What does that mean? Doesn't make sense. No candidate. Somebody tell me what that means. No candidate? So then the Democratic Party won control of the Senate for the first time since 2014. I wonder why we've been doing so crappy, in my opinion. Oh, for the Senate, though. Isn't this the Senate, right? No? Well, these are your local politicians, too. These are us, not state. Oh, U.S. Wait, I don't even know. You guys use like abbreviations, but I don't even know. If anybody wants to come up on the panel, we could start dropping the link and letting people come up on the panel and have discussions like this instead. These are real things that matter. And I find myself way more scared of not being able to even have this platform anymore, or to be safe, or to have a voice, or I just don't want things to change for the worse. I wanna live peacefully in life. What's a scam? You wanna know something I was thinking the other day was I honestly tell you, honestly, honestly feel in my, you know, fiber, my heart. Yeah, who wouldn't oppose concealed carrying of firearms? Why would there be that in churches and stuff? Why would they want that in churches? Of course, anybody would oppose it. Why would anybody oppose that? Why is that even like in like huh? Wait a minute. Oh, this doesn't even make sense. What does this mean? Oh man. Wow. This is what they need. They need a smart person who can read to say, well, I don't know, but can you remove that untamed child? Let's just remove that. We're not here to do any hatred against people right now. Yeah. Uh, all right. Now listen, I'm pretty good at, reading and figuring shit out. And then I also know when I'll read something and be like, uh, okay, this is convoluted to make me not want to keep reading it and to say whatever. You know what I mean? Like comparable to a stall tactic. Um, like when if you're, when you're on hold, you're calling about a bill, you want to resolve an issue, you're getting a bill like that you don't think you should be getting, and then you keep being on hold for so long that you're finally like, oh fuck this. And that's a stall tactic, you know. This is something that you can clearly tell that if I was, um, like, supersized human, I would walk into the like freaking Godzilla with a big brain and say, all right, move over. Let's put all this in layman's terms, and whatever isn't right, we're gonna figure it out right here. And because I mean, even like what I was saying. Okay, I see a lot of the poor, the low income and the black stories and stuff. You know what I mean? But you know what would really help uniting people too is if they acknowledge that white little white kids can starve too. You know what I mean? Like the reason why they're starving is because of money. It's money. Right. WBS. Yeah. I mean, it's money. They can't afford to eat. Can't afford to eat. We have got to, I know, I remember, and I would tell my daughter, I'd say, I go to the, man, I wish I'd been doing this all along. You know that? We should have been doing this longer. We should have been doing this longer. Yeah. Thank you, Night Owl. Yeah, the future of the kids. I hear you there, Chosen One community. But so is YouTube. YouTube is a melting pot. And it came into our hands, and a lot of times we've been like sidetracked, or there's been other people like us, and they haven't made, they given up, they got edged out by the opposings. We're not the opposings, we're just learning about what's right and um coming together for a cause. Sharon said it. I heard her saying that too. Yeah, coming together for a cause. Now that's a good way to think of this instead. Much better way. Let's come together for a cause. And, I wasn't gonna do that. I was just gonna sit down at a big desk and write some kinds of stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of shit going on here, and I feel like it's really fate that we started talking about all this because of because of it is coming up to midterm elections, and we've got some learning to do, right? Yeah, me too. I'm yeah, me too. I'm Team Child. Absolutely. Uh-huh. Well, no, not necessarily. You could. No, no, not necessarily. Because on the flip side, they're the ones we're here now. So let's give credit where credit due. Okay, it's us. It's the people who are choosing to do with this. You know what I mean? We have that choice of whether or not we can say, blah 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 blah, and keep talking that way, or keep trying to get something good to catch on and a snowball going and maybe get bigger and you know let's make this important, you know so let's do Michigan because we got a lot of people from Michigan it seems, and then if anybody wants to think of their yeah, but we're gonna follow them and make sure that we make a difference, like okay, so um so apparently there's three proposals that will be on the ballot statewide. Okay. Well, this is more important, I think, than and Net, you're in Michigan. Do you vote? Well, let's start with doing the proposals are very important, I remember when I was a kid and they went on strike for Proposition 2.5. Uh, we would watch movies, but we had to make it up in the summer. Yeah, I'm doing Michigan right now. I'm just starting Michigan, so you're just on time. Just on time. You're on time. Look at me, you're on time. You were clock. Hey, where's it? We could do that. I mean, I can drop the link and have guests up here, and we can do state by state of what is on. This is the Michigan.gov, the Department of State site. So this is your actual official state, .gov, Michigan.gov, and I figure what we'll do is learn about each one of our what's coming up in our midterm elections. Does anybody want to come up, or do you want me to just keep reading? Sometimes when I keep reading, though, we get through it quicker. But it would be nice to have a panel because I wanted to know real quick, but I do like having a guest. So I don't know, whatever. Tell me. What do you think then? Do you think we'd get distracted? Just keep reading. Okay. All right. Here we go. You know what I'm having? Sorry, you guys, but I am opening it up. That Sam Adams Jacko. So good. So good. So good. So good. Whoops. Yeah, can't get it off. It's a crappy open. All right. Okay. So here we go. These are your proposals. They're always making amendments to shit. Hi, zombie. Always making amendments to shit. They want to make an amendment to the state constitution of 1963. See, each state has its own constitution. Bye, just me again. Hi, Carrie Ann B. Thank you, Carrie Ann B. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Well, do we, though, W? We can only do what we can do, right? Well, we can only do what we can do. We wouldn't go through life not trusting every doctor, right? I mean, right. Yeah. So, an amendment to the state constitution of 1963. That is very important. I want to know. So, hold on a minute. Are they going to explain to me what they are? Okay. This is what I mean. They make them very convoluted. To require certain disclosures. Oh, okay. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. To modify terms and limitations of state legislators and require certain disclosures. Resolved by the Senate and House of Representatives of the state of Michigan that the following amendments to the state constitution of 1963, all right, and submitted to the people of the state. Article 5, Section 10, no member of the legislature nor any state officer shall be interested directly or indirectly in any contract with the state political subdivision. Now, does anybody know what this means? Oh, just not to cause a conflict of interest. See, if I was the Godzilla with the big brain, like I was saying, thank you, Untamed Child. Thank you very much. It is me and Tanger. Tanger helps me be a better person. Yeah, they don't know that we know that I know that they know that you know. Every once in a while, maybe you'll get like a burp of the outfit, but because we've only got a month left, let's keep going. Good. So, but every once in a while, I'll like transpose it back into like layman's terms of the big brain Godzilla. Okay. So basically, they don't want their members of legislature or state officer to have any conflict of interest. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? I don't even know why that needs to be voted upon. Duh, right? Yeah, that don't make any sense. By April 15th, 2024. Now, here's another thing I don't get, right? If they're only in the job for 2 years, but the shit won't start for 2 years later, then, I mean, it doesn't mean that it never goes through. I don't know. By April 15th, 2024, and by a date each year thereafter, as prescribed by state law, each member of the legislature, the governor, the lieutenant governor, the secretary of state, and the attorney general. I just don't even know that this has, I can't even believe this. Shall electronically file an annual, have they been, or are they saying in lieu of paper? File an annual financial disclosure report with the Department of State that complies with this section. A report required to be filed under this section must include information regarding all of the following. Now, but I want to know, do they mean, no, we don't want you to do paper anymore. We want you to only do it, file it electronically. Or are they saying they've never been getting that from them? Yep, you're right about that on time, child. Hit that on the head. That for sure. Mm-hmm. Really? Chosen one community. I did not know that. When was that? Recently? Yep, anybody tuning in, every once in a while, people could like, yeah, I like how you reminded that it was Michigan because there's a lot, I think we will start with Michigan because Michigan we've got to get through all the states. Uh, okay, WBS. Now remove that in case they see it. Oh, she was oh, wow. Um, so, so, description. Okay, so look at, okay, so they're saying for themselves in their personal life, each member of the legislature, the governor, the lieutenant governor, the secretary of state, and the attorney general shall electronically file an annual financial disclosure report with the Department of State that complies with this section. A report required to be filed under this section must include information regarding all of the following. A, description of assets and sources of unearned income. Sources of earned income. Description of liability. Positions currently held as an officer, director, trustee, partner, proprietor. Wait a minute. So are they telling me that this is not being done? Can somebody look this up for me? What? I don't understand. They don't have to show any of this? Could somebody type in, oh my God, type in, um, what am I looking for here? Um, Do the members of the state legislature have to file annual financial reports? Do members of legislature have to file annual disclosure reports with the Department of State, I guess? Can anybody find that out? Oh. You will, Net? Will you type that in? Thank you. You could come up, Net, and fucking be my research partner. And limit service as a legislature to 12 years. That would reduce the current term limits for state reps and state senators, huh? To a total in 12 years in any combination and the elected number of times. I think I'm going to look at the candidates. This is a tough one. I mean, I don't even know. Like, these people are. They write it out from Michigan, Idaho, Vermont. We're not. For annual display, only two states have to put them in. What the fuck says only two? Isn't it crazy when you start reading these things? It's like, what? This is the listing of the Michigan candidates for you guys. All right. So your governor. Oh, and the Republican one is really coming up close. I want to look at him. I want to find out about him. Okay. All right. So we're gonna have to do it one by one. It will bring me to them. The links, I guess. Oh, Tang. I mean, oh, Tang. Oh, okay. Oh, only two, and Michigan's not one of them. Wow. I mean, you mean only Michigan is one of them? Yeah. Wow. So Wow. So everything they get, right? Every single thing that they get, they weren't having to like show anybody. Wow, no wonder why you guys are in the freaking jam you're in. Your politicians are, in my opinion. What's the other one? What's the other one? Shows in one community. So you better. So here's the thing. They want. So listen, this is important for you guys to vote on this. So this is so important for you. So these are the things they want them to tell. What they've been getting, their assets and sources of unearned income, their earned income. This is what they've been getting a lot. Idaho, wow, that's actually booming right now. Says their description of liabilities, all of their positions held. Also, they must have had a bunch of conflict of interests. I bet you they had a bunch of conflict of interest shit going on. Wow. So their state constitution has been allowing since 1963 all of your state reps to hide everything. Listen to this. Positions currently held as an officer, director, trustee, partner, proprietor, representative, whatever, employee, consultant of any organization, corporation, firm, partnership, or other business enterprise, nonprofit organization, labor organization, or educational or other institution other than the state of Michigan. Thank you, Chosen One Community. You're good. Yeah, good. Uh, the positions required to be disclosed under this section must include information. Oh, sorry, I skipped that. The positions to be closed under this subdivision do not include any positions held in religious, social, fraternal. So they're not asking for their personal information. They just want to know what their business. Thank you, on Team Child. See, this is so important. So important to know. Um, why we are so it does affect us, really does. Thank you very much. Or any political entity or positions that are solely of an honorary nature. They want them to disclose agreements or arrangements with respect to future employment, a leave of absence while serving as a legislature or state officer, continuation or deferral of payments by a former or current employer other than the state of Michigan, or continuing participation in an employee welfare or benefit plan maintained by a former employer. Well, why wouldn't they? You would think, you know? Yeah. Yeah, if that doesn't pass, they'll keep doing it. Since 1963, there's got to be a reason. That's when all the riots start. That's when they started. I mean, man, they want them to disclose, which is totally normal to disclose this. They should be gifts received and required to be reported by a lobbyist or lobbyist agent as prescribed by state law. So they've just been breaking the law. So they've been taking bribes, travel payments, and reimbursements received and required to be reported by a lobbyist or lobbyist agent as prescribed by state law. Payments made by a lobbyist or lobbyist agent to a charity in lieu of honorary or whatever, the financial disclosure report required under subsection 2 must be filed with the Department of State in a form and manner prescribed by state law. The Department of State shall make the report available to the public online. The legislature shall further implement this section by appropriate legislation. Now, but is every state legislature's financial records public available online? Yeah, that would be like the uh mm-hmm, um for trafficking and stuff too, the indigenous women and stuff. Um if legislation implementing this section is not enacted by December 31st, 2023, a resident of this state may initiate a legal action against the legislature and the governor in the Michigan Supreme Court to enforce the requirements of this section. Wow. Now, hold on. Okay. Reduce the current term limits for state reps and state senators to a 12-year total limit and any combination between the House of Reps and the Senate, with the exception that a person elected to the Senate in 2022 may be elected the number of times allowed when that person becomes a candidate. All right. Now, do you think it's like good or bad that they want to limit the term limits, reduce the term limits? So, for that proposal, I think I would vote yes. Simple said they're blocked. Who said that? Hi, Simple Truth. Sorry about that. I'm sorry, Simple Truth. I was caught up in reading. I didn't see you. My bad. They should have known as asking. Yeah. And this will say that if they don't do it, any public citizen, are you in Michigan too, Simple Truth? That's saying that any public, I mean, person, just anybody, if they do not do it, that just like a normal person of public can bring up a case against them. Not a case like money or anything, but just saying, look, no, we require you to do this just as a person, which will actually give you as a person back power. These people have been hiding all this shit, all these conflicts of interest since 1963. And look at all the problems that have been going on. Michigan as well. Yeah, Michigan as well. We got a lot of Michiganders. And that's why I think it's important to start with Michigan. You're coming in at a good time, Simple Truth, because what we're talking about here is what's coming up on your midterm elections. And we've just started, we're on the michigan.gov site, and we just went through what you guys will be voting on, the proposals. The very first one, which is shocking, um, chosen one community just brought to our attention that Michigan and Idaho are the only two states that you guys' state legislatures, people holding those positions, don't have to disclose any conflicts of interest they had, any gifts, anything. Yeah, because they are making money hand over fist there. It's lawlessness. It has been since 1963. What a shame to see how deep that their state constitution, you know, I know it's not drama here, but I hope this catches on because this is important. So what would you guys vote like for that? What would you guys think? I would vote so the so we want to vote yes, right? To amend that. A proposal to amend it. Wow, really? We'll look that up. That sounds interesting, like for some old history shit. That sounds good. We'll look that up. But because we're so close to the midterm elections, we're gonna look at everybody's state and see. Right, but you know what? You're not helpless because now you know. You get out there and we're gonna vote. We're all gonna go. We're gonna vote, right? Yep. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Tanger. Thank you. Wow, that's such a better link than I've seen posted in some people's chat rooms when they're like, if you have mental health problems and you live in Massachusetts, or if you do this, or if you do this and call this, no, the ones that we won't be mentioning people or whatever, because we're not looking for hatred. We're looking for unity, right? We're coming together for a cause here. And the cause is just to be in the know. No, I'm not. But we'll do mine too after. But I think that I have a lot of friends there. There's a lot of good people in Michigan. Some nice and if they get into the beauty of Michigan, they'll destroy it all. You know what I mean? They'll start tearing down those beautiful woods, and they're already destroying it, man. You got the Great Lakes there. Can't let that happen. Imagine them all polluted. You know? Oh, thank you, Jocelyn. Yeah, but knowledge is power, right, Nina? So we don't have to feel helpless, just in the know. But it's much better doing it. Oh Jesus, I don't like that, man. That person's out. You know what's terrible too? What a shame, Dominic. I'm just going to say this. You live in Michigan. How could you not put your own feelings aside to not come together as a cause? I didn't even know it was you, as until I hit block, but I still wouldn't have allowed you. You know, Idaho is booming too. Um, but now that I see it's you, I'm even more disappointed. Because you're in Michigan. You sent me a picture that was like my fucking wallpaper on my screen of the I don't know if it was a Great Lake. Whatever it was beautiful, and I had it on my screen forever. Damn. I didn't need, simple truth was to saying nothing about you in here. So can you not bring your problems here? See, I think that's what is going on. It's like people will argue with people here and dumb. And I don't know what's going on with you guys. I know that you and I have had differences, but man, I'm thrilled that you live in Michigan and you're here feeling the importance of learning all this, and that's way more important than anything, any animosity, any animosity, you know? Yeah, this is way better of a way to come together on common ground of caring about life, love, things. Yeah, yeah. And damn, man, you live in that state. This is like so important. All right, so we've got yes, that proposal should be adopted. Okay. So that one is called 22-1. That's the first one, right? I blocked them. I blocked them. Simple truth. Don't worry about it. They were gone quickly. Um. Okay. So yeah, that's tonight. Anybody who comes in with any kind of you know, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. Okay. So this is the next one. Proposal 22-2. And I understand that there might be live streams going on that are more, dramatic and stuff like that. But that doesn't mean that rewatchers won't come and watch this and maybe be in Michigan, and I'll rename this, and this is something new that we're going to focus on because of the fact that the midterm elections are coming up. We did 1 and 2. What? 1 and 2. No, we didn't do 1 and 2 yet. No. All right. This is place and manner of elections. Every citizen of the United States who is an who is citizen, who is an elector qualified to vote in Michigan shall have the following rights. So they're talking about the regular people. Am I saying? See, I don't know these things either, so I'm not coming on here telling anybody to do this, do that. I'm just learning. We're all learning. We're reading what you guys would get as, people in Michigan pertaining to your midterm elections coming up. We're just reading it out loud. That's all it is. That's all I'm doing here. I'm not going one way. I'm not saying do this, that. I have no ill intent here. We're just, learning. That's all it is. Any statements made or of opinions? That's it. Okay. Okay, so anyone qualified to vote in Michigan shall have the following rights. The fundamental right to vote, included but not limited to the right, once registered to vote, a secret ballot in all elections. No person shall enact or use any law, rule, regulation, qualification, prerequisite, standard, practice, or procedure, engage in any harassing, threatening, or intimidating conduct, or use any means whatsoever, any of which has the intent or effect of denying, abridging, interfering with, or unreasonably burdening the fundamental right to vote. Well, I cannot believe that you guys didn't already have that. That can't be. Seriously, how could you not have already had that? Oh, there's so many untamed. So many. Sad. Um, I actually have but I'd like to touch more on that untamed child, definitely. So yeah, I was watching you know, show, like a missing persons thing, and they give their weight and height and all that. But for the ones from that Highway 16, I think it was, um, it seems like it was just brown hair, brown eyes. There was no like height and weight, and I don't know. It's just that. Uh, yes, it has. Sure has. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you guys don't have that in Michigan, right? Sure does, then. Simple truth. Good point. Absolutely. Absolutely. That is simply the truth. Simply the truth right there. Mm-hmm. Now you're living up to your name. Yeah, they were just talking about that in here. Yeah. I really hope rewatchers and that this picks up because we'll figure out, I guess maybe if anybody like requests states too that they want me to go through would be great. I know I'm gonna do Massachusetts. I'll do Connecticut. Um, I'll do some others. Or Virginia. I'll do that. Both the Virginias. Yeah, California will go through. Um, Georgia. We will. We definitely will. But hopefully, maybe some of these politicians will be addressing that when we go through the ones that we're going to be voting for in the midterm elections. But we will definitely do that. Untold child, absolutely. It says any Michigan citizen or citizens shall have standing to bring an action for declaratory, injunctive, and/or monetary relief to enforce the rights created by this part of subsection 4 on behalf of themselves. Those actions shall be brought in the circuit court for the county in which a plaintiff resides. If a plaintiff prevails in whole or in part, the court shall award reasonable attorney's fees and costs. For purposes of subsection, person means an individual, association. I'm sorry, association. Oh yeah, okay. Corporation, joint stock company, labor organizations, legal representative, mutual company, partnership, and unincorporated organization, state or political subdivision. The right is serving in the military or living overseas to have an absent voter ballot. I didn't know you guys didn't have that. So somebody in Michigan is serving overseas? Wow. That would like so in 1963, weren't they drafting a lot in Michigan, and so they couldn't vote because they couldn't have. Oh no, sorry. The other one was 1963. My bad. My bad. My bad. Please, let's not confuse it. Okay. Uh, to receive to them at least 45 days before election, and to have their absent voter ballot deemed timely received if postmarked on or before election day and received by the appropriate election official within 6 days after such election. For purposes of this, 6 days, I think it would have to be postmarked on or before. Okay, on or before. If it's postmarked, okay, as long as it's postmarked. No, they're saying they don't. Can you look that up, CWC? As long as it's close. Yeah. Can you look that up? If Michigan residents in the military receive absent voter ballots, or are they not getting them within the time frame? Like, was there a problem with them? I'm sorry. I did, didn't I? I'm sorry. But you're good at it. That right, once registered to a straight party vote option on partisan general electric ballots, the ballot shall include a position at the time, blah, blah, blah. The right to be automatically registered to vote as a result of conducting business with the Secretary of State regarding a driver's license or a personal identification card, unless the person declines such registration. Uh, huh. No, they didn't. Wow. Oh, in Idaho, and they have the same rule of not being. Wow. Wait a minute. Really? Yeah, there are in Idaho, huh? It's booming there too. Really? So is what I think she means it was word of mouth, like that. She's probably researching right now. The right to register to vote for an election by appearing in person and submitting a completed voter registration application on or before the 15th day before the election. Wow. So you couldn't even register to vote if you were 15 days and in person? Okay, simple truth. Yeah, see if there was like a vote by mailing issue, like ballot by mail issue for the for Michigan. Maybe I definitely need you guys are great. I have so many screens open on here. Can't find anything. Wonder if there's something they don't let people know. Huh. Interesting. So I would say then, even any way you look at it, this would be something that the right to vote for an election, appearing in person. I mean, wow, is your like voting stuff messed up there? Like this bad? It can't be. Voters shall have the right to prove their identity when applying for or voting an absent voter ballot other than in person by providing their signature. Uh, Once registered to vote an absent voter ballot without giving it during the 40 days before an election. No? Yeah, word of mouth. Hmm. Wow. Makes me wonder why, like, if it wasn't a real problem, though, why it's even on the ballots. You know what I mean? For somebody out there, they know it's a real problem. The right to at least one state-funded secure drop box. Wow, you guys don't even have look at least one state-funded secure drop box for every municipality, and for municipalities with more than 15,000 registered voters, at least one drop box for every 15,000 registered voters for the return of completed absent voter ballot applications and ballots. Secure drop boxes shall be distributed equitably, whatever, throughout the municipality and shall be accessible 24 hours per day during the 40 days prior to an election and until 8 p.m. on election day. Thank you, Untamed Child, and we will definitely go further into the indigenous women because that's a tragedy. Oh, I can't see it. Is it secure? Maybe they're not that secure. Can't see what the bridge. Let's see. In my stomach. Sorry, guys. And I ate tacos. Ah, wait a minute. Michigan's proposal too will permanently put in the Constitution. No, but I don't know if this is it reputable? A voter vote focused ballot measure that Michigan voters will be asked to consider. Uh, but one thing won't do, it won't abolish a voter identification established by, okay. But he says that a politically conservative group, they've been sharing misleading claims about it, saying that it's gonna end you needing to show. Okay. So they're trying to tell you that. Okay, hold on a minute. So, you should have to show your ID. But if you do not possess one, you can sign the affidavit. Wait a minute. Explain to me. Right. Automatic is like when you're, yeah. I do see your link. I think that's why, but, I'm still confused. Um, right. So she shouldn't even put the title there like that. Um, oh, wow. Did you know that? This says that, wow. So they're lying. Like the other side is lying. Thank you, Untamed. I'm looking up like the proposal too. And so if you see that it will permanently say that you never have to show an ID to vote again, that's a lie. You should want to show an ID. It's actually a good thing, right? Yeah, and automatically registered when getting an ID. So that's good, right? Right. Include being drafted. That is true too. See, there's always like a little loophole, isn't there? Yeah, you're good. You're good. Chosen one community. You're good. But you can decline it. You can decline it, I think. Let me look. I think I read you could decline being automatically registered. Shoot, did I read? No, but she's saying if you have to be registered to vote, then doesn't that mean that you're automatically registered for draft? Does it? Does that mean that chosen one community or anybody who knows? Um, I lost my page I was using. Where? Dang it. Sucks. Now I gotta find it again. There, I got it. Uh, Ukraine, poor Ukraine. So bad one. Oops. All right, so here we go. So anyway, God, these are gonna be very all right, so says yeah, you can does it say that you're automatically something? No, I don't think so anymore, right? Isn't the draft done? Is the draft done? Yeah, I think so too. Um, voters on whenever any question is required to be submitted by a political segment. Oh my God, they make these things in not layman's terms at all. What a shame. How are we supposed to fucking? This is what you're one of the ones you guys are voting on? No, sir. Is this really how long it is? It is. So basically, a proposal to amend the state constitution to add provisions regarding elections per proposal 22-2 would recognize fundamental rights to vote without harassing conduct. Okay, boom, right there. Big Brain Godzilla says necessary. Recognize. I can't believe there was never even. I can't believe that was a question. That wasn't a fart, by the way. I was ripping apart a ticket. Okay. Yeah. Recognize fundamental right to vote without harassing conduct. I can't believe who the heck would vote in to Michigan state constitution that it was okay to harass. Require military or overseas ballots to be counted if postmarked by election day. Provide voter right to verify identity with photo ID or signed statement. Provide voter right to single application to vote absentee in all elections. Require state-funded absentee ballot drop boxes and postage for absentee applications and ballots. Provide that only election officials may conduct post-election audits. Require 9 days of early in-person voting. Allow donations to fund elections, which must be disclosed. Require canvas boards certify. Okay, somebody canvassing something. You know what I mean? What do you mean almost? Oh, almost. I see. And then I said it. I was like, I said it. Oh yeah, what does almost mean? Is that written somewhere? But is that written like that? It says almost amen. Did they just change that on June 21st, 22nd? I know you keep dropping these links that I can't click on, but I'm glad you're dropping them because other people can. So it's very, 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 very. Oh, okay. Simple tree. See, I'm not that bright. I'm just learning. Um, no. Oh, they draft healthy people. My dad was a surfer. No, I forgot my question. Is it new or old? I don't know. Is that the question? Was it new? I don't know. I'm so sorry. All right. So basically, I would say yes on 22-2 on the proposals. Okay. It's new since June 2020. Really? That just got passed? Hi, Secret Society. 22-2. Now we're going on a 22-3. Bye, Carrie Ann. Have a good night. Are you in Michigan? If you are, then if not, and you want us to do your state, let me know. And Untamed Child, what state are you? And not enough people know, Untamed. They really don't. And there'll probably be more even. But there's a lot of that shit going on Untamed Child. A lot of it. So for the next proposal, right? It's every individual has a fundamental right. This is so important, you guys. You guys hearing this now? Idaho? It's in Idaho, Tanger? Listen to this though, you guys. Oh, so we'll do Connecticut then too. Okay. Listen to this. This is the third one. The right to reproductive freedom. So they put those other two in front, and I almost gave up on reading on them. You know, very similar to a stall tactic. Proposal 3, the last one, okay, is your right to reproductive freedom. Oh, it's from Idaho. Oh, okay. Guys, listening to that? So important. I hope anybody who is in Michigan and is voting in their midterm elections and their ballots this, I don't know the date. Can anybody look up the date for your elections, your midterm elections in Michigan? And thank you, Untamed Child. It's nice to see you here. I think it is so important. Wow, I can't believe it's on your ballots. Is it on all of ours? We need to be out there. Hmm. Says every individual has a fundamental right to reproductive freedom, which entails the right to make and effectuate decisions about all matters relating to pregnancy, including but not limited to prenatal care, childbirth, postpartum care, contraception, sterilization, abortion care, miscarriage management, and infertility care. See, because eventually they're going to, okay, November 8th is Michigan's day for their voting, okay? So, is it everybody's? Uh, Second Monday in October. Hi, Kathy. Yep, very important, you guys. We've got a month that we can learn, and really, when we talk about you know things, we should be talking about the right things, and these are you know the right topics to be discussing. They matter to all of us in the future, and they matter tremendously. Yeah, open it up. And we're going to be losing a lot of our rights if we don't listen as people. Yeah, but we're not doing it that way, Kathy, because I don't want anybody to think we're trying to, you know, call ourselves any kind of a group or anything. Um, yeah. Um, we don't want anybody to think we're any kind of a movement or anything. It's not. We're just learning. We are learning. That's it. We want to be informed on the. Oh, did you say it wrong? Tuesday? Okay. Nobody listen to me. Uh, Earlier when I said that, I was listening to Tandra Blamer. Um, we want to be what everybody who exercises their right to vote should want voting with them, which is informed voters. That's all. We just want to be informed on the topics, and so we're not any kind of side or denominate, or we're just basically going through every requested states their own .gov, right, their own .gov, and reading their own, what's on their ballots, so that we can be what is a respectable voter, you know. Um, an individual's right to reproductive freedom shall not be denied, burdened, nor infringed upon unless justified by a compelling state interest achieved by the least restrictive means. Notwithstanding the above, the state may regulate the provision of abortion care after fetal liability, provided that in no circumstance shall the state prohibit an abortion that, in the professional judgment of an attending health professional, is medically indicated to protect the life or physical or mental health of the pregnant individual. Disclaimer, I'm just reading what the state, I'm not, I don't want to, make anybody feel any kind of way or anything, Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to do that too, Simple Truth. This is our last proposal, which is the most important, right? And then we're moving on to the representative for that for Michigan. Yep, we're doing Michigan tonight. Notwithstanding the above, okay, we got that. The state shall not discriminate in the protection or enforcement of this fundamental right. The state shall not penalize, prosecute, or otherwise take adverse action against an individual on their actual potential, perceived, or alleged pregnancy outcomes, including, but not limited. Wait a minute. Okay. Including, but not limited to miscarriage, stillborn, okay, abortion, nor shall the state penalize, prosecute, or otherwise take adverse action against someone for aiding or assisting a pregnant individual in exercising their right for reproductive freedom. No person shall be denied the equal protection of the laws, nor shall any person be denied the enjoyment of his civil or political rights, or be discriminated against in the exercise thereof because of religion, race, color, or national origin. The legislature shall implement this section by appropriation legislation. The enumeration in this Constitution of certain rights shall not be construed to deny or disparage others retained by the people. Human embryo. Now, there's a lot. Yeah, the wording. There's so much entailed in this one. Okay, get this now. Human embryo and embryonic stem cell research. Two. Your votes mattering here too. Right here where it says nothing in this section shall alter Michigan's current prohibit, prohibition, whatever, on human cloning. Oh, that's kind of cool that they don't let people, to ensure that Michigan citizens have access to stem cell therapies and cures, and to ensure that physicians and researchers can conduct the most promising forms of medical research in this state, and that all such research is conducted safely and ethically. Any research permitted under federal law on human embryos may be conducted in Michigan subject to the requirements of federal law and only the following additional limitations and requirements. No stem cells may be taken from a human embryo more than 14 days after cell division begins. Provided, however, that time during which an embryo is frozen does not count against this 14-day limit. The human embryos were created for the purpose of fertility treatment and with voluntary and informed consent documented in writing. The person seeking fertility treatments chose to donate the embryos for research, and the embryos were in excess of the clinical need of the person seeking the fertility treatment and would otherwise be discarded unless they were used for research. Yeah. Plain language for proposal 3. Yeah. I would say yes, 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 all the way down. Don't you think? Anybody else says, so basically, to wrap it up, says establish new individual right to reproductive freedom. including right to make and carry out all decisions about pregnancy, such as prenatal care, childbirth, postpartum care, allow state to regulate abortion after fetal viability, but not prohibit if medically needed to protect a patient's life or physical and mental health. Forbid state discrimination and enforcement of this right. Prohibit prosecution of an individual or a person helping a pregnant individual for exercising rights established by this amendment, and invalidate state laws conflicting with this amendment. Oh, very interesting. Why do you have to come in calling yourself that, though? Secular. See what I'm saying? I'll just put you in timeout. Just because you can't fucking pick a different name. Like Poon. I mean, come on. Poon. Stop it. And say it. Say it. I agree, but he needs to come back with a different name. Can't be Sherman Poon. Just be secular. Be secular. Then I could take you serious. What do you mean? There's no abortion rights in Florida? We'll do Florida then, Kathy, too. We gotta do Florida, we gotta do Connecticut. It's just so like I feel like Poon is just Poon. I don't know. I just want him to come in as secular. I'm tired of his stupid accounts. Just be secular. Yeah, right, simple truth. It makes me uncomfortable. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I get like that, but you could clearly tell secular by now. And he thinks it's all fun and games, but he knows in the interim it's just, can't he just be secular? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I doubt he's boning because he seems to not care. I mean, maybe he cares. I don't know. Anyway, I would say yes, 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 all the way through for the yes, it is. Thank you, Chosen One Community. Thank you. It's Poontang. Yeah, it's Poontang. It's being derogatory because that's what he is. Just kidding. So, yeah. So yes, yes, yes for the proposals. In my opinion, if I was having to vote there after doing our research here, I would go with yes, yes, yes. Okay, nobody needs to say what they want to go with at all. Nobody needs to say that. That is absolutely, absolutely your business. Absolutely your business. Now it just gives it a list of them. Should go to them. All right, so we know that. Oh, so Gretchen Whitmer is the one that they just tried to. to kidnap, huh? Hi, paranormal. Really? All right, let's take a real look, though. Let's take a quick see. Let's take a quick see. All right. All right. What constitutional amendments will be on Florida's ballots? Says. But I wanted their official site. Yeah. See? Wait, Kathy. Hi. Oh, I thought you said she was. Okay, don't leave. Hold on. Okay. All right. Seriously, secular? No, I can't take you. Secular. Um, I know he is a perp. Wow, what's going on there with Florida? That's sad. It's like Amendment 3 can do irreparable damage to our political process. Florida lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are against getting rid of Republican and Democratic primaries. That's what Amendment 3 on November's ballot in Florida would do. It's called All Voters Vote, while supporters argue it would allow more participation. The opposing, okay, so, and I'm looking for the actual, I want the actual site, the same one I was just using, like for the one I was just in, the .gov one. I want to use the same kind of thing, only like Florida, so that's what I'm gonna try. Okay. Hmm. flowers have been really going. I mean, that's so crazy. I just, mm, wow. I haven't been to Florida in a long time. I mean, I really want to just like, they're like, they make it so like hard to even find the, I know, um, I just want to see what, what they're voting on. Like, I just, it's just not as easy as it was for, wait, hold on, maybe, you know why? That's probably why. Nope, it is, huh. 1,000 dollars a month. Oh my God. No, I'm trying to find something to find your ballot questions. But this is just for a certain city. All right. Shall the city of Opalaka? I mean, I don't want the city of Opalaka. I want the whole Florida. Like, I just want to find your ballot questions, not Opalaka. So each one is different? Can't be. That's crazy. Sorry, I smoked it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I saw it. Yeah. Okay. Statewide ballot measures. Okay. Amendment 1. Okay, so Florida Amendment 1 disregard flood resistance improvements and property value assessments. The Florida Constitution allows the Florida state legislature to pass laws prohibiting certain things from being considered when determining a property assessed value for taxation. Well, why should they be taxed on something that's made to, the resistance? Okay, where you guys going? Yeah, I want to smoke weed. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Okay, now I finally got. So you take the. Okay, so wait a minute. So you get higher tax. They want you to have higher taxes if you make your home better for like flood resistance and stuff like that and wind resistance. That's ridiculous. Did you know that, Kathy? That's crazy. Wow, unbelievable. So in Florida, uh, to pass laws prohibiting things from being considered when determining a price. Since Florida voters approved Amendment 3 in 2008, home improvements made to increase wind damage resistance and the installation of solar or renewable energy sources are not considered when determining a property's assessed value. Wait a minute. Wait, so that, oh, by the tax places, though, right? Okay, so by the tax, this amendment would authorize the state legislature to pass laws prohibiting flood resistant improvements from being taken into consideration when determining a property's assessed value for tax purposes. Yeah, you shouldn't be getting taxed on that. I don't think so. These are the things you'll be voting on. And we've been doing Michigan so far in the midterm elections. We've been, you know, going over these things. So they're trying to tell you that if you get tax, huh, I thought the one that you just sent me was okay. No. So the ballot title is limitation on the assessment of real estate property used for residential purposes. I would say, yeah, I wouldn't want I can't believe like that. these constitutional change. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be some, I mean, all right, all right. I know this is getting so boom, right? You know, a lot of people don't know that there is a constitution for every state. Okay. Now, that's therein where the problem lies, in my opinion. That's where the problem lies. Everything is held to such a different type, every different state, different rules, different laws, different things apply that uh, you can't keep it in, uniform. It should be one governing, you know, like document, and each state it shouldn't be separated, in my opinion, like this. uh, do you think when they say separate church and state that uh all right, being grateful to Almighty God, Almighty. So what they did, man, uh, what was it? Every day for school, right? It was I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. Um, for, oh my God, come on, you guys, help me. And to the flag of the United States of America. Uh, and one nation under God. No, no, that's the end. Come on, you guys, say it. Say it for me. Wow. So they're waiting for it to be. No way. They have a church. Wow, that's something, huh? So they don't have to pay taxes. Is that why? Are you kidding? That's unbelievable. All right, and to the republic for which it stands. Yeah, I know, but there's more. Come on, you guys. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Right? Right. Simple, simple little thing like that. And they took that out of school, right? Let's all say that. Okay? Let's all say it. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. One nation, no wait, it's and to the republic for which it stands. One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. That's what we should have stuck to. We should have stuck to that, because when they started up with these each states becoming like their own companies almost, you know. Now, so this is Florida constitutions. We, the people of the state of Florida, being grateful to the Almighty God for our constitutional liberty in order to secure its benefits, perfect our government, ensure domestic tranquility, maintain public order, and guarantee equal civil and political rights to all, do ordain and establish this Constitution. Well, we should. We need something to believe in, right? This one little thing is gonna fuck me up, but because I believe in this and what I just said, I'm gonna do this because the words in this song, you know, are like really, really good. I think you should listen to we all should listen to these words. No, it's because it's getting too much for money. I mean, it's not like it's getting, it always has been, but we've got this opportunity in life now to utilize this and to have something to believe in. And what we, if that's what brought you know what I mean? Right. That's what I'm saying. Church and state must remain separate, but they didn't let it remain separate, did they? Because it's in the Constitution, isn't it? That church and state remain. Is that correct, Kathy? Correct, right? Yeah. Yeah. And they're right in our face. In our face. In our face. Putting in God. And they've removed God from so many things. Me neither, Night Owl. But I think routine is sometimes good, like that Pledge of Allegiance and stuff, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's so fucked up, man.
My name is Daniel. It means God is with us in the Bible. Well, I see on the TV, preaching about the promised land. He tells me believe in Jesus, steals the money from my hands. Some say he was a good man. Lord, I think he's sinned. 22 years of penalties, Christ suicidal, now baby. Body losing war on a foreign shore to find his comfort in the wanted bag. The police took his best friend from Saigon. I know he took his wife, his kids, no regrets. Anytime I don't remember, and I won't forget. He tried to give me for what I'd done there, 'cause I never meant the things I did. And give me something to believe in. There's no above. I give me something to believe in. Over and over right. Yes, that lonely man. Some folks pretend. I got the call last Christmas Eve day. I tried on that not to break down and cry as tears roll down my face. I felt so cold and empty, like a lost soul out of place. And the fear of me all the while to see my smiling face again. Give me something to believe in. Give me something to believe in. I give me something right. Sometimes I wish to God I didn't know now. Things I didn't know then.
You're right, Dido. You're right.
I drive by the homeless sleeping on a cold dark street, like bodies in an old bone grave. Underneath the broken old neon sign, he used to read Jesus say, I'm on the way to live the rich folk, and I see how to live it up. Oh, my old lady from heaven, by next to me from the golden cup. This makes me wonder, what's it really lose, don't you me?
Right, but to evolve from still was something supreme. It's about, yeah, we can have both. It's about something to believe in. There's a reason, like, yeah, it's not hopeless. It's not hopeless. Right, but those apes that we've evolved from are going extinct. If evolution is correct, right? Any way you look at it, we're dying. If we don't, you know.
Sometimes I wish I didn't know that. Things I didn't know then.
Sometimes I wish I didn't know things I didn't know then. And I also, Tanger, am with you with not wanting religious beliefs to dictate law in a free country. You know? So I find it ironic that in the Constitution it says to divide church and state. And I'm curious to know if all of the constitutions, the, of all of the constitutions, um, are actually right in our face. Right in our face, like all along, right in our face. I've never taken time to read them all. Have you guys? I mean, there's things like look at the Michigan being only one of right, right. But have they allowed that in the state's constitutions? And they've already allowed it. Right, right of a divine right, instead of just thinking that we're all good and we all, they want not that they want, but right, chosen one community. I mean, and each law though is each state, and they've been going on for a long time, and a lot of people will go on and on about our constitution, but I don't think that we're knowing enough about it. I mean, I think that it's good that we're learning, right? I really think it is. I want to go back to what I was reading about the Florida Constitution there. Let's see what Michigan's Constitution looks like. Yeah, man, this isn't like as easily written. Hey, Dollar Bill. Well, yes, but Night Owl, to believe in somebody who's a creator, then you'd have to believe. Well, I mean, not necessarily evolution, but you know, uh, actually, people who believe in evolution would have to believe in a creator because who created it, right? To evolve from, right? Anyway, here's the history of it. Michigan has adopted 4 constitutions. The Constitution of 1835 was adopted 2 years before Michigan became a state. The Constitutional Convention of 1835 met at the territorial capital in Detroit on May 11th, 1835. Let's see. Four constitutions. Ain't that something? But this one is the one from 1963. Wow. Some shit right here, you guys. What's their preamble? We, the people of the state of Michigan, grateful to Almighty God for the blessings of freedom. See, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, can't we believe in somebody who who well, yeah, but that's not religion though. God isn't religion. I don't think God is religion. You're going to sleep, Tanger? What I'm seeing here, though, is they're combining, like, is posterity, is that considered riches? I mean, let's see, Article 1, the Declaration of Rights. All political power is inherent to the people. Government is instituted for their equal benefit, security, and protection. No, okay, so Night Changer. Yeah, crooked right at the preamble, yeah. Uh, says every person shall be at liberty to worship God according to the dictates of his own conscience. No person. So church is more like, right. So why should they not get taxed? Churches should be getting taxed. That's um that's combining church and state. Taxes don't have anything to do with church, right? I mean, says every person shall be at liberty to worship God according to the dictates of his own conscience. No person shall be compelled to attend or go against his consent to contribute to the erection or support of any place or religious worship, or to pay tithes, taxes, or other rates for the support of any minister of the gospel or teacher of religion. No money shall be appropriated or drawn from the treasury for the benefit of any religious sect or society. I guess that's why they don't have to pay taxes, because if they want to do it, then it's, yeah, okay. Sect or society, theological or religious seminary, nor shall property belonging to the state be appropriated for any such purpose. The civil and political rights, privileges, and capacities of no person shall be diminished or enlarged on account of his religious belief. That's kind of like the taxes are state. Our taxes are state. But if you want, but so maybe it was allowing I don't know. I don't get, I'm not, you're funny. I don't know. Freedom of speech and press. Every person may freely speak, write, express, and publish his views on all subjects, being responsible for the abuse of such right. No law, well, being responsible for the abuse of such right, and no law shall be enacted to restrain or abridge the liberty of speech or of the press. Military power is subordinate to civil power. The military shall, in all cases and at all times, be in strict subordination to the civil power. What does that mean? Yeah, who's regulating them? Yeah, see, I like what you're saying there. Yeah, I like what you're saying there. See, this isn't really politics, though, Kathy. We're just all learning together. This is the Constitution of Michigan, written in 1963. Can you believe that their Constitution was written in 1963? So all of that fighting that Martin Luther King Jr. was doing was he was having to go to every state and fight each state because it really wasn't even, you know what I mean? Like, wow. Um, the bearing of arms. Every person has a right to keep and bear arms for the defense of himself and the state. Yes, but Night Owl, do you vote? Yes. um, no soldier. This is the quartering of soldiers. Wait a minute. No soldier. Jeez, oh Pete. No soldier shall, in time of peace, be quartered in any house without the consent of the owner or occupant, nor in time of war, except in the manner prescribed by law. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what a shame. Simple truth. Slavery and involuntary servitude. See, that's where the difference is there. When it wasn't happening to Black people, they called it involuntary servitude. Indentured servant. But when it was to a Black person, it was slavery. But they were both the same. Yeah. Um, I mean, not really all the same. Like indentured servant, I think they were like trying to pay their what do you call it? Fare that to somewhere, and then they get tricked, kind of thing. It says neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, unless for the punishment of crime, shall ever be tolerated in this state. Now they know they have sex slaves going on. In my opinion, everywhere. I think that uh, yes, you're right about that. You're right about that. Yep. Uh, no bill of attainder ex post facto law. I don't know what that means. Uh, searches and seizures. The person, houses, papers, possessions, electronic data. Isn't that weird that in 1963 they were talking about electronic data? I can't believe they have that, huh? Do they really have a Kardashian church? That's crazy. The person, houses, papers, possessions, electronic data, and electronic communications of every person shall be secured from unreasonable searches and seizures. What? Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta reread this. The person, houses, papers, possessions, electronic data, and oh, okay. Wait, shall issue without nor without probable cause supported by oath or proof. This section shall not be to bar from. I'm not understanding that. What does that mean? The person, houses, papers, possessions, electronic data, and electronic communications of every person shall be secure. Oh, not secured. Not secured. Shall be secure. So that way it won't happen. From unreasonable searches and seizures, no warrant to search any place or to seize any person or things or to access electronic data or electronic communications shall issue without describing them, nor without probable cause supported by oath or affirmation. The provisions of this section shall not be construed to bar from evidence in any criminal proceedings, any that are credit. Okay, so Huh. What's the writ of habeas corpus? I just can't look all of this stuff up. So, so they're violating their own constitution if they're not describing. I mean, no, man, over and over. Yeah, right. No, it's not really a disclaim. Yeah, they're crooked. They shouldn't be doing that, right? Yeah. A suitor in any court of the state has the right to prosecute or defend his suit either in his. I don't know what that means. Uh, no person shall be subject for the same offense to be twice put in jeopardy. And that's what always gets me. Hold on, here we go. Wait, I couldn't see being a believer. I know. No, I get you there. A night owl. I married a Catholic in 1980. Oh my God. Nuns that took care of him. Oh. Ah, and they've been violating that with these cash bails. Ah, you know what? My friend, this old guy told me the same thing. He told me the same thing, simple truth. He did. You know what's cool? Simple truth. And these are the reasons why I like to believe in things and higher powers and stuff like that. Because you and I have never ever gotten along. But I always liked your name. And one of the things I would say to you is just still waiting for you to start saying the truth. The simple truth, and these are simple truths right here, what we're talking. They're not simple though, they're huge, but it's simply the truth. As harsh as that shit is, this is you know, and I think that's cool, like that, you know, we're all here, like it just, you know. Anyway, I just want to mention it because I'm glad you're here. Uh, there was a couple of new people here tonight, which was cool, like Untamed Child and WB something, and Kathy was here, but she's not new, but she's been here. I'm sad to see Purple Mary not around. See Andrew, Good Night Owl. We had a lot of people. Dollar Bill left. Nice group here. Laura, uh, you know. Anyway, I hope that these things keep up because um I'm enjoying this chat. I don't know about you guys, but I like it. Um, okay. They're fucking I am about. So what you should do is you should make yourself a little note. Anybody? Oh, Net was here. Night. Carrie B. I think maybe even Irv stopped in, did he? What corruption? No, I don't think anybody has a problem with who you talk to. I think on the flip side, don't be defensive. Be like, yeah, I'm glad I'm here too. Yeah, I'm not telling you what to say. I'm just saying that I'm thinking like it's positive. Yes, that's what I was looking for. Simple truth. Yeah, because I want to keep going with this. Oh, so you're saying that people will say to you, I thought you meant we would be mean to you. Oh, other people will be mean to you. I'm sorry. But yes, you do. You do. Yes, exactly. Right. Because what we're doing is being responsible voters. And um, let's read the specific ones. No, I'm sorry. You know what? Simple. I didn't even like. I thought you meant like you thought we were agreed. But then when I understood. Then you were just like preemptively saying yeah, I get it now. Yeah, I get it now because somebody yeah, and I remember that person came in, snacks, and yep, I get it. All right, so the Michigan thing we were talking about before, right? I kind of want to look at the exact, like, is that those things are really in it? Okay, double jeopardy. That's where I was at double jeopardy. No person shall be subject for the same offense to be twice put in jeopardy. All persons shall, before conviction, be bailable by sufficient sureties, except that bail may be denied for the following persons when the proof is evident or the presumption great. A person who, within the 15 years immediately preceding a motion for bail, pending the deposition of an indictment for a violent felony, wait a minute, 15 years. A person who is indicted for arraignment. If a person is denied admission to bail under this section, the trial of the person shall be commenced not more than 90 days. Oh my God, they never do that. Do they? But even 90 days could get you fired, right? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Right? Even if you had to miss work for 90 days because you were falsely accused of something, then so let me get this straight though. Wait, let's go back to the governor of Michigan. She's running again. What a straight. Okay, her name is Whitman, you said? Is that her name? Whitmer. Do you guys like her? People in Michigan, do you guys like her? Well, I would say she must be good if at least these questions are being put on the ballot. You know that? The question of freedom of reproduction. So I would say the governor of Florida, in my opinion, probably isn't a good person. Uh, Really? So don't vote for Tudor then, right? Is what you're saying? Yeah, for her own personal safety. What do you mean for her own personal safety? I don't know, but no, no, you can't say they both believed in. No, who the Tudor? Is that a woman there? What a shame, I'm looking through the tribal part of the Michigan.gov, and you know, it's like they make them a lot of they show them like, in these um this colored garb, all colorful, like, they're doing like a powwow for tourists and stuff, and I'm like, that's kind of fucked up, because like, and I click on the news and info. It's just sad. Right. Is that what they're okay, well, is that what they're talking about? I just feel like there's nothing there, though. I'm trying to find more than just pictures of them. You know what I'm saying? They're being charged for all unemployment. What do you mean? Yeah, there's nothing more, like any news and info. There's just not. If I was, let's just say, if I was an indigenous person, I would feel run over. You know what I'm saying? You remember, like, okay, so, all right, so if you think about it, and so say that there was a like a you know, I was watching this documentary the other day, and this documentary was saying how after the Civil War, they started putting people in, they started putting the black slaves in prison and stuff. And it was like, but yeah, but here's the thing. Even they even file claiming filing from their computers. Oh, so they allowed. Yeah. Oh my God. And I think it was some of the workers. So we got robbed basically, right from under our noses. Hi, Teach TV. Wow. What do you mean charging you? What, charging you taxes or making you pay it back? What do you mean? Or charging you criminally? Charging you criminally? Get out. Wait a fucking minute. What? Criminally? Seriously? Mm-mm. No. No, 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 no. That's gotta fall back on the unemployment company. They did that. Yeah, no. What? Wait a minute. So wait a minute, but all of those reasons. Wait a minute. No, no, no. That doesn't even make sense. No, okay. All right. 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 So basically, all those the legislatures that didn't have to provide any of that stuff get to step down now and walk away with the money. But what this is saying, but wait, no, because listen, it says the reason for the overpayments was because the UIA, which is what? The unemployment, what is that? UIA, right? But okay, so all right, so here's the thing though. Okay, so all right. So I didn't even understand this. It it reported the overpayments went to people that received money from the PUA as well as the all right. Why would they have two different companies set up? The pandemic unemployment assistant and the pandemic unemployment compensation and the lost wages assistance program. Why would they have three companies set up like that? Why would they set three companies up like that in the first place? So they all sound pretty much the same, right? I wonder if those were listed on the exchange because they abbreviate them to PUA, PUC, and LWA. We wouldn't even notice if they were going through on the exchange, right? But they're all the same category. It's unemployment assistance, pandemic, pandemic unemployment compensation, and the lost wages assistance. The audit determines some. I mean, let's be for real. I mean, trillionaires were made during that time. Yeah, all those stocks dropped down like $5 of like Netflix and shit. So suppose the reason for the overpayments was determined to be the UIA. Okay, all right. So we found the PUA, we found the LWA, we found the PUC. What is the UIA? What is the UIA? Unemployment Insurance Agency. So there's one. Wow. All right. You know what? Yeah, it's so weird that you just said that. I'm scared to do. Yeah, but I mean, like, yeah, my computer shut down. Yeah, but there's no way. We have to look further into that. You know something? You that was the. I mean, yeah, that was incredible right there. What I was just reading. I'm gonna start another live stream. Peace, love, and tacos, you guys. Please come back. Please. Yeah, it was. We're gonna way go into more.